What is up, guys, and welcome to my first mod review on my channel. Today I found a pretty cool mod to look over. It adds some adds a dimension, and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, let's get right into this. So the mod is called Rediscovered mod. It is by Stormeister. I will have links in the description to the download the place that I found it for you guys to look it all over and all that fun stuff. But let's get right into this. So first we'll start off with the blocks that are added. So it's a little bit smaller. It's nothing huge, but it's pretty cool. So first up, we've got Crying Obsidian. At the moment, it doesn't do anything, but it was originally going to be used to set a spawn point. But he does have plans to make this a utility item to do something. But yeah, that's what that one is. Doesn't really do much. It's actually a little bit. It's kind of a different look on it. Besides Obsidian, so I mean it looks way cooler than Obsidian actually, in my opinion. But that's just me. So let's put that back. Next up, we've got Sponge. Right. You guys know what Sponge does, right? Well, this is a little bit different. So instead of just soaking up. Obviously it soaks up a 5x5 area, but the thing is it'll always soak it up. So water will keep trying to come in here, and it'll just keep getting soaked up. So it's a permanent 5x5 hole. Just and you can see the water trying to get in here, and it's not working. We do that. It tries its hardest to get in here, but it just keeps getting. So yeah, that is the sponge. So there's no more smelting a bunch of sponge to get it to be able to pick up more water again, which is a nice little feature. Next up, we've got, here we'll start with these. These are lanterns, crafting recipes right here, 2 iron and a glowstone in the middle. And the cool thing about this is, let me actually set it to night. And then set it to a little bit actually darker. Come on, there we go. Okay, so you can't really see this because I have my gamma all the way up, but it actually does provide a little bit of a light source. On top of placing it down as a light source, you can hold it in your inventory, and it'll create like a bubble of light for you guys, which is a nice little feature. Originally, this was supposed to be for permanent light. Notch was throwing around the idea of having torches be burning out and having a lantern to be a permanent light source, but that was scrapped and nothing ever was added. And then we've also got gears here. So there's 5 iron in a kind of cross-ish shape, and if we get some gears here, they are pretty much like redstone. They emit a redstone signal and they will turn. It's actually kind of cool to see. Just nice little rotation going on. Get them all placed like that, and they just turn and turn and turn and turn and turn and turn. And that's just how gears work. It's actually really cool. I like it a lot. But they do emit a redstone signal, and they were the original idea for redstone, but they ended up going with, obviously, redstone. So that's that. Next up, we've got dirt slabs. Made exactly how you would make any sort of slab. I do believe make double, and hey, look, it's a dirt block. Well, no, actually it's slabs. But yeah, it's a cool little feature. You can make like dirt steps. Actually, that's actually kind of a cool thing. If only they would like turn into grass, that'd be even cooler. But that's that. They were the first slab to exist in Minecraft. Then Notch went on to make the cobble and wood versions that we know of today. Next up, we've got the locked chest. So it's a normal chest with the iron in the middle. And if we get a locked chest and we place it on the ground, it is a little bit bigger than normal chests. It's a full block instead of a partial block. And if you click on it, Steve Co. Supply Crate, you need a Steve Co. Supply Crate key to open this. You can pick one up at the Minecraft store. You can click Not Now or click Go to Store. Click Go to Store, it will open the Minecraft store. If you click Not Now, obviously, it'll just close that, or if you hit Escape. But that is the trapped chest, or not the trapped chest, the locked chest. So that is that. And we can continue now. We've also got some decoration blocks here. So we've got a chair, Grab some of those. Some tables and lecterns. All crafting recipes are right here. Lectern's pretty simple. Obviously, table, what you would think a table. Actually, it's a helmet made out of wood. And then a helmet with a back to it for the chair. But you can just make it like a nice little, nice little dining room here. And you can sit in the chairs and just chill along. See? We're sitting here, eating dinner, like, just chill. Because we're like villains. But yeah, so that's the chairs and the table. And then let me grab a lectern for you to see. Look at that. And I think, yeah, you can open the book or close the book, depending. So you were here giving a speech to everyone, which is kind of cool. Let me get rid of those guys. Let me get rid of these two as well. We don't need them anymore. Next up, we've also got spikes and scarecrows. So the spikes are really cool. They were originally going to be a add-on to the pistons, just like a slime ball is, to make them sticky. This was the first idea to add, to create pistons that could pull and push and pull blocks, but that was scrapped and obviously went for the sticky pistons instead. But the cool thing about these is, let's go in the middle first so we don't die. Game mode survival, and they actually do damage. 2 hearts, every time. So it's actually pretty hurtful. Let me go back into creative so these zombies don't try and kill me. But yeah, so use these for traps. Make a piston trap door or something like that. I'm not great with redstone, so I can't do any of that kind of stuff. But that's that. Next up, we got the scarecrow. The scarecrow is really kind of a cool feature. So basically, it will, if you place it down, it'll attract zombies. Zombies will be attracted to it, and once they get to it, it'll break, and you can go pick it up again. But another cool feature about it is that it will repel friendly mobs. Friendly mobs are like, I gotta get away. See, this sheep is going away. It's kind of a little bit harder to tell. The sheep's like, nope, I gotta move. Sheep, move. It's just kind of cool to play around with. Put it in farms if you don't want sheep running around. The only downside is zombies will chase it down. So yeah, that is the scarecrow and the spikes. Let me go put these guys back in here. Get the scarecrow there, and spikes, and obviously crafting recipes kind of straightforward. But yeah, so that's all the blocks that are added in with this mod. If you didn't get it by the title and kind of what I'm hinting at here already, the Rediscovered mod is a bunch of stuff that Mojang decided to not put into Minecraft. They were either ideas or concepts that were in the works, but then originally scrapped. So these are all a bunch of cool ideas and just ended up getting replaced or getting not used or anything like that. But yeah, so let's move on. We've got the items now. There's some pretty cool items added. So first off, we got a quiver. I know this is getting added in 1.9, so they are actually re-implementing this. But if you wanted to play with it now in 1.7, you can do that. It's crafted as so, and the quiver goes into your chest plate slot, and obviously that's where that goes. But if you want protection, you can grab a... like, say, you can combine it with any sort of the chest plates, diamond, iron, whatever, and it works just the same. And it actually adds a quiver onto your look, which is pretty cool. Oh, I just saved a screenshot. I got a screenshot of me looking all pretty. So next we take the bows and the arrows, and the really cool feature of these is that it was supposed to add the rapid fire function, which it did. So it adds the rapid fire function back in that was taken out. Obviously, I'm in creative, so I don't run out of arrows. But you can just rapid fire arrows now. Just which is actually really cool. Just fire a barrage of arrows. Get wrecked, skeleton. Actually, there you go. Now you're dead. But yeah, so that is what the quiver does. It's actually a really cool item. If I were ever to play with this, like maybe in like survival, I definitely get a quiver as soon as possible. Because I feel like this is gonna run out of arrows so quickly. Let me check, actually. Game mode, survival. All right, so we have a stack of arrows. Go boop. Oh, it automatically gets moved. And good thing, oh, I picked it up, but it didn't pick up. Well, here we go. We're already at 54. We just wasted 10 arrows. Wait, are we picking them up? No, we're picking them up, but we're not picking them up, which is probably just a bug. But still, even then, the whole rapid fire thing, awesome. God, we've almost gone through a stack of arrows. But we've probably killed everything around us. Pick them all up and get none of the arrows back. Which sucks, but oh well. Oh, actually we are getting the arrows back. Whoa, look at that. We got the arrows back. How nice. Well, so yeah, so that's the quiver. Awesome feature. Really like it a lot. But yeah, so let's move on. Next we've got a different set of armor. So you've got your regular chain armor, like regular leather armor. If you combine them together, you can get these stuff called leather chain armor. And it's basically equivalent of combining leather and chain together. So if you were to get the armor protection of chain and the armor protection of leather and combine them together, that's what this armor is. It looks kind of weird. Pretty much leather armor with chain armor over it. Kind of. For the most part. But yeah. So that's what that does. Little there. Kind of interesting. Next up, we've got 3 different potions that are actually really cool. So normally, to get these potion effects, which are nausea, what else? There's blindness and mining fatigue. You'd have to use some sort of command or something like that. But now you can craft it. So if you get yourself some awkward potions, all of these have awkward potions, and combine it with either a rotten flesh for nausea, a poisonous potato for blindness, or an apple for mining slowness, you can craft them. He is working on throwable versions of these. Let me go get into survival here. So yeah, he's working on throwing versions of these. So we get nausea. We get nausea. I should give myself some milk. Whoops. Oh well. If we get blindness, we'll have blindness for 30 seconds. I can't see. And then if we get slow mining, we have mining fatigue. Very high mining fatigue for a very long time. But yeah, so that's that. Let me grab myself some milk so we can get rid of these stupid things. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Alright. So that is those 3 potions, and you can now craft them, which is awesome. And it's pretty easy to get. Just get a potato farm. Poisonous potato is probably the hardest one to get. But yeah, so last but not least, we got some shears. No, I'm kidding. Shears have been in for a while. We've got flowers that were actually added back in by this mod that were taken out during the flower update. So we've got the peony bushes and the rose bushes, which are already in. But what they did do is if you take a shear and you shear one of the bushes, you will get a rose from the rose bush, which is nice. You see those there. And then you'll also get a, I can't say this correctly, peonia? Peonia? I don't know. I don't speak very well. But let me out chest. But yeah, so you can shear them to get their flowers that pretty much don't exist in vanilla Minecraft. And obviously you can find these wherever out in the world. But yeah, put these shears back. Go boop. All right, let's continue. Next up, we can do World Gen. Why not? Let's do World Gen. So I got myself a diamond pickaxe here with fortune on it, just to show you. So the World Gen only adds 1 block, which is ruby ore and or ruby blocks. So this is what the ruby ore looks like. Find it level 32 and below. So that's where you'll find ruby ore. It's about as rare as gold. So keep that in mind when you're mining. You won't find it all too often, but you will find it somewhat decent. Better than diamonds, at least. But yeah, so this stuff, obviously fortune affects it. And I'm in creative. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Let me go into survival here. Not equal sign survival. So if we mine it, it actually takes a little bit to mine. But fortune, as you can see, is applying. We got 8 blocks here, and we ended up with 19 ruby. I almost said emerald there. Emerald, or God, I keep trying to say emerald. Ruby. We ended up with 19 rubies. And then you can obviously craft them into their block version. And all of that fun stuff. diamond pickaxe back. And last but not least, we've got a new tree called the cherry tree, which is kind of cool. This is the cherry log planks. You can only make stairs and slabs. Chairs. You could probably make it, but it'll revert to the oak version. But let me grow a cherry tree right here, and it actually looks really pretty, very, very pretty. And it's awesome. I really like it. I wish they would have added it in the update in which they were gonna add it, but it didn't. So yeah, but it's a really cool tree. It does exist. It does not exist in the overworld. You will only find it in the sky dimension, which we will be getting to here shortly. But yeah, so that's the cherry tree. It looks really pretty. I love it, and it adds a bunch of diversity. Like, just imagine walking through a forest and you just happen across a cherry tree. It's not just the old oak and birch and all that stuff. It's a cherry tree. So yeah, that's that.